Everyone wants to know the big questions that they need to ask a prospect in order to rent an apartment. But what so many times we fail to realize is that those mini questions, those little micro questions, are far more important and can have a much larger impact on your ability to get the lease. Now, I have never publicly shared these questions before, and they are game changers if you implement them. The key to any of these questions is to never assume that you know what a prospect means when they say something. Let me repeat that. Never assume that you know what your prospect means when they tell you something. Much like a professional therapist, you need to peel back the layers of that dialogue so that you can understand with a lot of depth what your prospect is thinking. You want to get inside their mind and understand what's important to them, why it's important, what their current situation is, and what their ideal living situation is, so that you can be that trusted professional that's able to help get them what they're looking for. Use these questions to really get inside your prospect's head. In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 mini questions that you should be using with your prospects in order to build more value and get the lease. Check it out. Number 1, why do you say that? Anytime a prospect tells you something that you don't fully understand, use this question. You're going to find that your prospect always has more to say on a topic, and getting to what's really there can pay huge dividends. For example, your prospect says, "I need more closet space," and you say, "Why do you say that?" Your prospect's going to then begin to open up. Maybe the place that they're in right now is killing them in terms of storage space. Or maybe they're thinking about expanding their family, or different reasons why they're going to be needing or currently do need additional storage space. Listen, don't let them say things without you following up. And why do you say that is a great way for you to gain that actionable information about their current situation and what they're looking for from you. Number 2, tell me more. This simple phrase can get your prospect to elaborate on just about anything and give you that actionable information that you're looking for that's going to help you lease them an apartment. For example, your prospect says, the drive right now is killing me. Tell me more. I'm living in Spokane and I've got an hour commute to work. Tell me more about that. Are you talking about an hour one way, or is this an hour that you're spending in the car total there and back? No, I'm spending an hour each direction. That's 2 hours of my life. 2 hours. Tell me more about that. I missed my kids' playoff hockey game last week. It broke my heart. Tell me more is a great way for you to establish that rapport, as well as get that actionable information that's going to help you as their trusted professional, helping them to select a new home. Number 3, explain what you mean by that. Again, your goal is to understand exactly what's going on in your prospect's head. By telling them to explain what they mean by a certain question or statement, you're inviting them in to share so much more. Your prospect says, "Well, my current apartment has been a disaster." Your response is, explain what you mean by that. You're inviting your prospect in to tell you more. Your prospect says, "Well, the building that I'm in now, it's new construction and the walls are paper thin. And it's led to this, this, and this. I can't sleep at night. My kids can't sleep at night. And I'm constantly battling with my neighbors to ask them to turn their television down." Number 4, really? This short and beautiful question can pull out so much information from your prospects. It's amazing how prospects respond to this little gem. Prospect says, "I'm always getting charged fees from my current property management company." Really? Yeah, they don't accept online rent payments, and the leasing office always closes like hours before they say it's supposed to close, and we go down on time to put our rent check in, and Well, they're closed and I get fees. I can't stand working with this management company. They just don't seem to want to work with their residents. All you had to say was, really? And they open up with so much more information. Number 5, why? This is the most powerful word in property management, the most powerful word in leasing apartments. Why? It's only 3 letters, but it is so powerful. It can be used after any statement to take your prospects so much deeper. Asking why will get you so much further than you ever could have imagined. You just have to have the courage to ask your prospects why. Again, don't assume that you ever know what they mean when they say something. Ask them why. For example, your prospect says, hey, I've lived on a ground floor level apartment before and it just didn't work for me. Your response is, why? Maybe there was some things about that situation where your apartment community and your ground floor unit isn't even close. It isn't even the same. Maybe they had sprinklers that sprayed on the windows every morning and you don't have that. Listen, you can't just assume. Ask them why. It is your job as a professional to understand the situation completely. Number 6. Yes, I didn't say anything. It was a silent pause. Now this one is truly for the legion of leasers out there, my army of apartment maniacs that have the guts to just stay silent, but when implemented properly, you can blow the doors off a leasing situation or a tour. Let me show you how this works. The prospect says, I need to stay below $1,800 in rent. Your response is, the prospect is then going to be compelled to open up. Yeah, you know, if I don't stay below $1,800 in rent, I'm just not going to make my budgets, and I'm paying so much for my car right now. I'm paying so much for parking. My gym membership is $75 a month. Now you can start to peel that back. Hey, have you seen the gym here? I noticed one of the things that you were excited about with the community was the fact that we're so much closer to work. Have you thought about riding your bike to work? Have you thought about any other solutions besides having to pay for parking in Midtown? I know how expensive that can be. Listen, sometimes when your prospect says something, it's as easy as just looking at them and going, and they will start talking. They will give you more. Trust me. It's going to be probably less than a second that goes by before they start sharing more information with you. And that more information is the information that you need. You just can't take complaints and objections at face value. It's your job to understand the situation so that you can provide them the right solution. So there are 6 mini or micro questions for you to implement the next time that you're on the phone with a prospect, the next time that you're showing them an apartment. These questions are going to help you get more leases. I hope you've already checked out Leasing University. We can't wait to see you as a new student at Leasing University. And again, my name's Matt Easton. I'm your friend in leasing in life. If there's anything at all that you need, please leave it in the comments below. I am here for you. I'm so glad you've subscribed to the channel. Hit the notifications so that we can send you more videos just like this. And until the next one, I want you to be great and I want you to get those leases. 500 of the top property management companies work with Leasing University. We conduct 100 live apartment leasing training events per year. We help our clients sign over 100,000 additional leases per year, adding $2 billion to their revenue. Leasing consultants that have access to Leasing University lease 7 times more apartments than the rest of the industry. Leasing University is new. Leasing University is game-changing, and Leasing University will get you 7 times more leases. Listen, the apartment industry has changed. The way people rent apartments today is totally different than it was yesterday. Today's renter has more access to information and they've got more choices in apartments than they've ever had before. If you're struggling to get leases, it's most likely not your location, it's not your amenities, and it's not your price. It's your sales training. If you've been made to sit through a boring class or unrealistic online training, and you're not getting the skills that you need to work with renters, to help you handle their objections, and to make sure you close the lease and rent the apartment, well, that ends today with Leasing University. Our simple, fun, and exciting step-by-step online training and live events will give you the skills and confidence that you need to lease 7 times more apartments. Earn your Certified Leasing Consultant Credential in less than 30 days with Leasing University. Simply click on the link to get started and head over to leasinguniversity.com now to start your training.